What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Fan01 here, and today we are back at it again with another Transformer figure review. And today we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers Rise of the Beasts Weaponizer 2-pack, Wheeljack, and Rhinox. Not particularly how they came in packaging, but, you know, hey, could be worse, could be worse, could be worse. Y'all know the rules. We take a look at the packaging before we take a look at this stuff here. And the first thing y'all is going to notice about the packaging is that we rank the packaging first off. Trash. Absolute trash. There will be a separate video where this does get destroyed maliciously and intentionally. So, yeah. Anywho, that's on the side here you got Wheeljack or Pablo, and on the back here you got Wheeljack or in another universe, I feel this was the deluxe class Wheeljack that we should have gotten, and we just didn't. So, and you have him here. It shows that he converts in 11 steps, and it shows that Rhinox converts to a minigun in 6 steps. So, you know, that's kind of cool. So, moving the packaging off to the side here, we're going to take a look at, let's take a look at Rhinox first. Let's take a look at him first. And this dude's kind of cute. I think he's kind of neat. This guy reminds me of, there used to be like these little mini cons that you could get back in like 2007, like 2006, 2007. There was a tiger, there was a rhino, there was a bear. I think there was a, I can't even remember what it was now that I think on it, but pretty much, basically, it was kind of the gist of this, but it actually turned into a robot. So, but yeah, and I think this is kind of cute. I think it's neat. I think it's nice that we're actually getting, you know, that we've got all of the, well, not that we're getting, we've already gotten it. It's already here. So, I mean, I can't say that this is a bad looking thing here. And how does it scale with the other ones? Well, here, let's get them all lined up in the back there real quickly, and then we'll zoom in on it. Here we go with Primal, and here we are with Cheetor. Zooming on in. Why is that so bad? There we go. My apologies, people. Usually my camera is not that bad. Usually it's pretty dang good. But there you have those pretty much for the gist of it. I gotta say, my favorite out of all of these so far has been Primal. I mean, his is the one that actually looks like the most out of all of them that looks like a gun or something that you would use in combat. So, Cheetor's is just one that you would pick up if you had no other option, and Rhinox is one that you're thrown into battle with, but it's not where you think it is. So, basically, that's it for these guys, and we're just going to move these two off to the side here. And we're also going to take Rhinox here, and we are going to transform him first, but we're going to do that in just a minute. So there's all of that, and now here we have Wheeljack. And yeah, this is definitely okay. On first looks, it does not look perfect. And also, by all means, this is not a perfect figure. This is an absolutely weird figure. But I will say this. This is miles better than the Studio Series and the original and the mainline deluxe class. The original mainline deluxe class. This is miles better in transformation, and on top of it, we don't have issues with the doors. We don't have any problems with that, because guess what? It all compacts nicely. It doesn't have bits that are like so thin they're going to literally just fall off the second you transform it, or I don't know. Basically, the transformation on this thing is so much smoother and cleaner. But what it does make up for in transformation, it severely lacks in the detail department. Like, so real quickly, how did we go from hold on. How did we go from not this, but how did we go from this? How did we go from this, a beautiful figure, painted in all the right places, actually neat, you know, actually is perfectly proportioned, it doesn't suck. How did we go from something like this, with this wonderful looking paint job, to this? Like, seriously, Hasbro? You had one job. You had one fucking job. And the only paint department that you put into it was a splash of paint on the bumper here and a splash of paint for the windshield. That's it. That's all you splurged on. Oh, and maybe a little bit of paint on the dude's face. But that's it. I mean, oh, and excuse me, and there's a few parts around here that are not beige plastic. Sorry, that are not beige plastic. They're actually painted, but still, you had a job and you totally did not deliver. So, I'm not upset. I'm more upset over the detail than I am about the rest of the thing. So, now you know the rules. We're going to take a look at the Weaponizer first, and then we are going to transform said Weaponizer, get into scale comparisons with said Weaponizer, and then we are going to remove said Weaponizer from the stage, and then we are going to get into the actual figure at hand. So if you'll excuse me, we shall get Rhinox here going, and you guys shall see him in his minigun form. Now, when you bring in Rhinox like this, it's kind of cute. It's kind of neat. Only problem is it's a rhino, and rhinos are not guns. But to transform this thing, you basically just take it and you split it right up the ass cheeks. Just right up the ass cheeks like so. And then you bring this all the way back here like so once again. And then this is where you would take this leg and bring it up and bring it forward. Do the same thing on this side, bring it up, bring it forward. And then you're going to take this peg, flip it down really quickly. And then you're going to take the ass of the rhino once again, and you're going to bring it back forward. You're going to take the legs and basically just kind of fold them up into little spots where they can just kind of sit and rest. So, and you're going to take this, and you're going to bring that down like that, and you're going to fold this in like so. And then you have him in his minigun form. So, I think it's pretty cute. I think it's pretty neat. I think it's just a little weird. Is it a little weird? Yes, it is 100% a little weird. And one thing that does really frustrate me with this particular gun character is that this comes off. But you're supposed to take this off, and the reason why we have him in vehicle mode, firstly, is because there are these two little slots up front here. I don't know if you're supposed to take this and you're supposed to shove it in there, but if you are supposed to, my copy does not have a wide enough barrel per se and anything like that. So that's my copy, and it's such a weird thing for this thing to have. And then if you don't have it like that, it just looks so wrong. It just does not look right. This just does not look like a thing you would have. So, but put the minigun turret piece back on, and now it looks like something you would have. So, and very quickly before we forget to do this, we'll bring in the Optimus Prime here from him and Lion Blade, that 2-pack, and you can just take this 5mm port like that, and you can just shove it on in, and there you have Prime holding Rhinox as a gun. And I think it's cool, but at the same time I also think the gimmick is just a little bit overplayed. So now we're going to remove all of this, and we are now going to get into the figure that you've all been waiting for. You mostly know him as Pablo from all of the Transformer memes at this point, but now we're going to take a look at this guy. And to transform him, actually, we got to get into scale comparisons first. But the one thing that really bugs me about this figure the most is the quality of plastic on his forearms. Like, you couldn't have maybe sprung a little bit more plastic? Like, these forearms and these arms just in general, I feel like they just did not take the time that they should have. I feel like they were 3D printed more than anything. So, anywho, we're going to get him into scale comparison, and then we're going to get him into his robot mode. So, first off, with scale comparison, here he is with the Beast Alliance Optimus Prime. Here he is with the Weaponizer 2-pack RC, or on a technical note, what the deluxe classes could have been. Here he is with the Beast Alliance Mirage, or Battle Changers Mirage, excuse me, as they call it. And here he is with the only other Rise of the Beasts thing that I've got from the main line. Here he is next to the Voyager Optimus Primal. And finally, here he is next to his Studio Series self. And you'll notice a few of the changes and a few of the things that they do here on this guy that they took from this guy and from the original mainline figure. So yeah, this guy is definitely the worst out of them all. So let's get in on the transformation. So to transform this dude, it is very, very easy and very, very simple. So the first thing you're going to do is you're literally just going to come to this back section here and bring these legs all the way back. And then you're going to take this because they're on ball joints and you're just going to bring them all the way up like that. Then you're going to take this and you're going to bring the foot all the way out and it's going to just tab into place all in the foot. Tab piece here, slot right there. Pretty self-explanatory. Push that in, and then I'm going to take the legs and you're going to bring them down like so, and then you're going to take the arms and you're just going to kind of bring them out on this ball joint here, so that way you can then take the waist and you can rotate it, and that way it just makes the next steps a lot easier. So then you're going to take this and you're going to lift this front piece up and untab it if you can. It's a little difficult to do. This is the one thing. The one thing I do not like about this figure is that this tabs in way too securely. Oh, that's why. You gotta undo the shoulders first. Then you can bring this up. My apologies, people. This is not how this went in rehearsals. It's only because the camera's on. Let's bring the shoulders all the way out first, and then let's not make that mistake again. Going to bring this... If you can untab this whole thing, this whole front section here is supposed to lift up. These tabs are super damn secure. Give me just a second here. Got it. It took me a second here. What you have to do is you have to pull this back while simultaneously pushing the chest down. That's what I forgot to do. And then when you have the arms out of the way, that leaves you to bring the chest all the way down. And you can then split the legs if you really want to. And then the easy part comes into play with this backpack. You then take it and just bring it all the way back and then collapse it up like so. Then you take these arm pieces and they just slide into place right here. Do the same thing, or not slide, they just hinge into place like so. And straighten it all out. Here, oh wait, hold on. We have to bring in Rhinox here. And there you have the Weaponizer 2-pack, Wheeljack, and Rhinox. And it's a cute looking set. It's a very cute looking set. Do I think it's worth the price that I paid for it? Absolutely not. However, do I think this is what I feel the deluxe class should have been? Absolutely, I think this is what the deluxe class should have been. I think this is what the deluxe class should have been from the get-go. Because seriously, who would not want a transformation that simple? I mean, obviously, I did not make it look simple because, well, I'm an idiot. And yes, you can record that and use it for a meme. I don't care. But point being is that it's a good figure. I just wish that it was not... I just wish it had more detail. And or the fact that it could have been, that the engineering did not need to be tweaked as much as it did for the Studio Series one to be brought into play. Speaking of comparisons, let's bring in the Studio Series one so y'all can see what I'm talking about here. So, here is the Studio Series version, and as you can clearly see, there are bits that they took from this guy, put them on this guy, and then there are bits from the original that they took from the original, not the original toy, the original mainline toy that they took from this guy, or from that guy, and they brought it over to this guy. Once again, excuse me, I apologize. Ugh, it's late as of recording this, but point is that this guy's transformation is 10 times better than this dude's transformation, and this guy's supposed to be the exclusive, or not the exclusive, but the better version. And this guy this guy knocks him out of the park in certain areas, like for real. Like I can just, yeah. I can't knock him down at all. This guy, I can just breathe on him wrong and just, just, there you go. Just I don't like this figure. This figure is not the one you should be getting. I mean, obviously, well, there goes another scale comparison, but this is obviously the one to get for your shelf. This is the one that you get to fiddle with for ages upon ages upon ages. So, speaking of comparisons, here he is with the what is it? The Battle Changers Mirage from Mainline. Here he is next to Optimus Prime holding Optimus Primal. Or the Beast Alliance Primal holding the, you get it. Here he is with RC. Oh, wait, hold on. We got to do one scale comparison before RC. So here he is next to the Voyager class Optimus Primal from the main line. And finally, here he is next to RC, the Beast Alliance 2-pack RC with Cheetor. So, that comes down to final thoughts and ranking this guy. Well, final thoughts on this guy is, I just wish they would have painted him a lot more. And I wish this was the Studio Series version and or the mainline deluxe class version instead of it being what it currently is. And that is just basically it's just basically, it's this. It's never going to not be this. It never did not. This is the thing that bugs me about this figure, is that it will never not have come in open style packaging. That's what frustrates me a lot about the Rise of the Beasts line, is the fact that a lot of the stuff that came out with it came in open boxed packaging. And honestly, the open boxed packaging design is great for certain things, but I don't feel that it was really necessarily good for this line specifically, because a lot of this line in particular, the Weaponizers were missing, or the figure would be missing, but the Weaponizer would still be in the box, or vice versa for the Weaponizer and the figure. And that's what frustrated me. And that's what really frustrates me about the open box concept, is that it's very, very open to scalpers. And to continue off of that, it also leads to oxidation in plastic, which leads to yellowing, which leads to deterioration of plastic. So Hasbro, I like the fact that you're thinking of using economical packaging, but I don't like the fact that you're using economical packaging in this way. Please stop using it. Go back to using your plastic-covered packaging. We will all love you for it. I promise. You were doing so well with the second wave, with that second wave of legacy figures, of Wave 2 Legacy, had the plastic covering on the packaging like we all loved it. But this new one just doesn't hit the right thing. And the figure inside, it feels dirty, like somebody touched it all too much already. So I feel like I gotta wash my hands every time I touch this thing. So where does that leave me with the ranking of this figure? Well, I'm going to rank this figure, because of the transformation and all of that, I'm going to rank this figure a 5. And that's pretty high for these things. I mean, I think I ranked Prime pretty highly too, but for a collectible figure, yes, I would definitely say this ranks at about a 5 to a 6, about 5.5, 6. Is it something that I would tell everybody to go out and go buy this current second? Absolutely not. This is where the Studio Series version comes into play. If you actually have the Studio Series version, keep it. Do not get rid of it. And do not rush out and go buy one of these. However, if you do not have this guy or the mainline version, I would highly suggest that you purchase this guy, because this guy would make an excellent model for people to customize. That's where I'm going to leave my final thoughts on this figure. However, the ranking is 5, but to add the packaging and the Weaponizer gimmick into it, I would say it's about a 3.5 to 4. Where does it rank on giving this to your kid? Oh, this is a 100%, 8.5 out of 10. Like, I would recommend you get this to your kid immediately if you are able to get him, especially if your kid is mechanically inclined or engineering inclined, if I have to add that word into it. But yeah, this is definitely not one that's going to sit at the bottom of the toy box. This is one that's going to get loved. This is one that's going to get amazingly played with. This piece I wouldn't suggest so much, but this is going to actually get loved. So in that sense, I can understand why Hasbro did not paint it very much, but if your target demographic is going to be a collector, you need paint. So, but anywho, this is Thomas Phantom 1 leaving my review on the Rise of the Beast Weaponizer 2-pack for Wheeljack and Rhinox, and this is Thomas Phantom 1 saying, once again, do not forget to check out Planet Toys, a world built by collectors, where if you do check out with them, you can get yourself a 10% off if you do sign up, but that's only if you sign up and check out with them on purchase. So, this is Thomas Phantom 1 saying one final time, do not forget to check out Optination Reviews, Beastman Reviews, Ultra Megatronus, Jordy's Rail Videos, Patrick with the Y, iStar552, Bravely GG, and Take Along Productions. I know they all do some amazing work, have done so in the past, and will continue to do so in the future. And this is Thomas Phantom 1 saying once again, do not forget to keep playing with your toys. Don't forget it. Goodbye.